And good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, Annie. Yes, Annie. Everything from the exclusive section really helps us move up the rankings. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lisa. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's go towards our original destination, which is the temple. Beautiful. And y'all notice this right here. Thank you, Susie. Thank you to Susie and Susie. Thank y'all. By the way, what do y'all notice here? Y'all see any live chickens running around? You don't see that, right? Every chicken has already been prepared for you. This is because we are in a big city. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a big city, you ain't gonna have no live chicken running around. They care a lot about sanitation out here. No live chicken. Everything is already freshly prepared. Thank you, Donk and Kania. You don't see any live chicken running around, do you? Everything is done already. Beautiful. We call this the little neighborhood market that has everything. Thank you, Melanated, Susie. Love you too, Karina. Love you guys too. All right. What's this? You've been watching the show enough. If you've been watching the show enough, you know what this is. What is this, everybody? Thank you, Michael. What is that? What is that, everybody? Bird's nest. That's right. Hello. Yo. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go towards our original destination. Let's get up out of here. You see how, like, in a traditional Chinese diet, right, especially when you come out to the southern region of China, do you see how their diet is very consistent, very heavily centered around protein? So a lot of protein, a lot of ingredients that we don't typically use in traditional American cooking. Bird's nest, fish maw. Thank you, Gage. You see that? You see what I'm saying? It's like their cooking is so, how do I explain this? It's so different from northern China. So different from northern China. It really reflects the fact that these places in the deep south historically have always had so much material abundance from natural resources. You know, rich in water resources, rich in soil resources. Just a very, 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 very fertile land. Very, very good place. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's reflected in the people's diets. And I say this because, thank you, Carrie. It's like so many of the things that you see out here in these markets, thank you, Sin and Carrie, you don't even see at all in so many northern Chinese markets. When we were in Shanxi, I can confidently tell you that when we were in Shanxi province, okay, that's about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago, I can confidently say to you, at least 80 to 95% of the human beings that live in those northern provinces like Shanxi have never had bird nest soup before in their entire life. Some of them have never even heard of this stuff right here. You know what I mean? So it's like, it just, whenever you are in the south in China, you're just always, you always see the same type of food. You always see the same type of, you know what I'm saying? You always see the same type of ingredients that you just don't see in northern China that much, especially in the less developed provinces and the less developed regions. Let's keep moving, man. Let's continue to go towards the temple. Please, everybody, keep the comments flowing. Share this live stream. Thank you, Yami and Benny. Keep the comments flowing. Share this live stream, and let's keep it moving. Well, let's keep it moving. This is a rather large market, y'all. Look at this. Thank you, wonderful. This is a rather large market. I am in the city of Foshan, everybody. We in the city of Foshan. We're just walking around. We're walking around the city of Foshan. This is our first full day here. Thank you, Sin. Thank you, Spandexy. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Spandexy. Thank you for sharing this live stream. Please continue to share the live stream. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. No, those turtles are pets, by the way. Those are not for eating. Man, True God, sir. Great to see you, sir. Thank you, True Gods, out on the West Coast. hell? I don't know what's going on. These are all pet stores. They sell pets, pet turtles, pet fish. This is not for eating. Thank you very much, Alien. Thank you, Eileen. Not Alien. Thank you, Eileen. Oh man. They're selling everything. This is my childhood right here. Thank you, Too Tall Sir. See, this is my childhood right here. I told you guys about the story of the 2 little chickens I raised when I was a kid. Two little chickies. Little duckies over here. Look at that. That is adorable. That brings back to a lot of childhood memories. Thank you, Spandexy, for sharing. Please continue to share this live stream, everybody. Now, the city of Foshan, once again, this is where Ip Man originated. This is where the movie Ip Man originates. One of the big power engines of the Greater Bay Area here in China. The Greater Bay Area, not to be confused with the Bay Area in America, the Greater Bay Area in China comprises of Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Zhuhai, and then Foshan, Macau, and Hong Kong. These are the big cities within the Greater Bay Area. The GDP of this place is like roughly to maybe a third or a quarter, maybe a third to half of what California's GDP is. So very, very large economic driver. China, let's keep moving. What's going on here? They be selling all kinds of stuff out here, man. Look at this. Look at this. A lot of this stuff, I don't even know what's going on. They be selling seaweed out here. Man, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it. Thank you, Lakin, for moderating. And Lakin, you're right. This city does have 9.5 million people. I looked it up today. Because a lot of times when you Google it in English, the population of a Chinese city, they only include the number of people that live in the center of the city. 9.5 million includes the surrounding areas as well as the city. 9.5 million people live here. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. Very big city. I think maybe more population than New York City. And it's a city that most Americans have never heard of. Let's keep going. Hello, sir. How are you, sir? So excited. Hello, sir. Good boy. Very good boy. Such a good boy. Wish I had a snack on me, man. Such a good boy. 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 Hey, good boy. 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 That's a good doggy. That's a good doggy. See, this dog like me. Beautiful. See, look, this dog liked me. Breath kind of stinks though, but dog likes me. Thank you, Peony. Oh, somebody just sent a galaxy. I'm sorry if I missed it. Who was that? Susie? Man, I'm sorry if I missed it. Thank you, Sarah and Peony. So whoever just sent. Oh, no, let me see who it was. Oh, it was True Gods. Thank you. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, nobody of note. Thank you. So, I think this doggy just wants somebody to play with it. He's bored, tied up here. I think this is the owner's pet. I don't think this is for sale, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to the temple, man. I'll be getting distracted along the way, but we got to go to the temple right now. Let's go. Let's go. What the hell? What in the world? Man, thank you, Spandexy. We got over 1,000 shares already. I need 15% off on my car insurance, except I don't drive out here in China, so what are we gonna do about that? 15% off my car insurance. Yeah, they sell everything out here. Look at this. Great to see everybody. Great to see everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody in Asia. Good evening, everybody in the United States. Thank you, Charles. And good afternoon, everybody in Australia, in New Zealand. We're walking through the city of Foshan on our first day here. Thank you, Alicia. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Like I said, I'm going to try to go live a little bit earlier every single day. I'm going to try to go live a little bit earlier every single day so that folks don't have to stay up too late watching me on the East Coast. Let's keep moving. You know, the concept, by the way, of this market is super simple. Build it in an old residential neighborhood where there's a lot of people living upstairs. A lot of people live out here in these neighborhoods, and you're gonna have a steady amount of customers every single day. Steady foot traffic every single day. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Annie, for moderating. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep it moving. Let's please tap on those screens. Send those likes. Share this live stream. The hearts help us move up the rankings. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Andy. Oh, so a little bit more about the city of Foshan. Thank you, Big Al and Chris. This is a pretty wealthy city in China by Chinese standards. I looked it up this morning before I started streaming. The average per capita income here is well over $850 a month, almost $900 a month. That's pretty high. Almost 900 US dollars per month. That's almost twice as much as some of the other cities that we've been to here in China. Very, very wealthy city. But unfortunately, thank you, JPM, this city has a problem that a lot of other cities in Guangdong has, which is high housing prices. Okay, compared to Shenzhen, compared to Guangzhou, it's not that bad. But relative to the income here, the housing prices are pretty high out here in Foshan. Do they still have rickshaws in China? Thank you, Buttons, for sharing. Man, they only have rickshaws now in touristy areas, not in like the everyday streets that you used to see when I was a boy. Like if you need to get somewhere, you will get a little rickshaw. Now everybody walks, bikes, or takes DD, takes a subway. As soon as I say there's no rickshaws, you'll see how this lady is pedaling. Look at that. Thank you, Sparky. It is a nice market to walk through. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving, man. Well, I hope we haven't had any lags since we started. Right? No lagging at all. Thank you, nobody of note. The signal's good. Signal's consistent. So can you buy organic products? Of course. Thank you, Stacy. No lag. All right, well, that's the price I have to pay for perfect signal. Sacrifice the algorithm. So let's keep moving. Thank you, Stacy. Signal's good. All right, cool. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. These residential neighborhoods are all 25, 35 years old. Thank you, Sharon, Susie. Black paint, thank you. All 25, 35 years old. A lot of these older communities. Look at that. Beautiful. Foshan is an older city. You know, the interesting thing about Foshan is this is one of the few places in the greater Bay Area where I feel like young people can settle down and not worry about the affordability crisis that is so prevalent in so many large Chinese cities. Meaning, like, this place is still a reasonably affordable city for the size that it is. It's a 9.5 million people city, so it's not a small city by any standards, but it's also a very comfortable, very vintage feeling city because it hasn't been built up as much as Guangzhou or Shenzhen, certainly not as much as Hong Kong. So what I mean by that is like, if you are Cantonese and you were born and raised here, there's not a lot of incentive for you to go very far from home, because this place is both modern and vintage at the same time. It's got all the comforts that you need. It's got nice shopping malls. It's close to Shenzhen. It's close to Hong Kong. It's close to Macau, and it's even closer to Guangzhou. It's got everything you need. So thank you, Nandita. So it's like, it's one of those places where it's like, you know, you're just very comfortable living out here. Thank you, Nandita. It's a very comfortable city. You know, and you can't really say that about a lot of places in the Greater Bay Area. You know, it's like right at this time in Shenzhen, almost 10 a.m., there would actually be a lot of young people heading to work right now. There'll be a lot of people heading to work right now because it's a working city. Here, not so much. Not so much. There's a lot of young people here, but it doesn't have that same bustle and hustle of a Guangzhou or a Shenzhen. A lot of young people come here to have families, settle down here, buy a house here, have a family, like right here. Let's keep it moving. It's just a very nice city. Thank you, Des. Thank you. Thank you, Deborah. Toy Man. Yeah. We are in the downtown core area. Yeah, let's get to 100,000 likes, everybody. Please continue to tap on your screen. Let's keep moving. Jack, Temple is right ahead of us, maybe about 5 minutes away. Thank you, David. What's up, man? What's up, everybody? Hey, the algorithm is not being very nice to us, everybody. But I've noticed that it's been happening to a lot of live streams. I've been seeing if it's just me. Thank you, Robin and David. I've been trying to see if it's just me or do other streamers have the same issue. And I've noticed that viewership is down for a lot of other streamers that I follow as well here on TikTok, that I watch for my own entertainment. So I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Have you guys noticed this? Have you guys noticed this for your favorite creators that you see on TikTok? It's not just me, right? I've been seeing this. I don't know why. Thank you, Michael and Wendy. So I would rather have a nice signal. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Wendy. I would rather have a nice signal. That's the most important. It's not just me. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. I just gotta do my job out here, so let's keep moving. I am happy to know you're having Chinese food for Tim. Tim, I'm happy to know that. What you having for dinner? But before you answer that, thank you, Colleen and German Girl. So to answer y'all's questions again, someone asked, is this considered a modern or an older city? I think you have your answer right here. All right? You guys have to understand, this city was built up before so many other parts of China was built up. Meaning, when the rest of China, especially around the northern and central areas, a lot of those places, when they were still relatively backwards and really relatively impoverished in the 80s and 70s and the 90s, this place was already starting to get built up. Why? Because it was close to Guangzhou. It was close to Shenzhen. It was close to Hong Kong. You know, a lot of it's also known for food here. Thank you, Dakota. So back in the 90s, back in the 80s, a lot of Hong Kong folks would come out here to Foshan and have really amazing food. Some of the most exotic food that you can think of that's probably disgusting to a lot of Americans back home, like monkey brains and snakes and pangolins, all these types of exotic animals, they used to cook that out here. They used to cook that out here because it is a part of traditional Cantonese cuisine to eat these very exotic ingredients. Foshan is known for amazing, amazing food. The food here is absolutely amazing. All those things that you used to be able to get in the 70s and 80s and 90s, you can't get that nowadays. You cannot get that nowadays. It is all outlawed. So very, very big food culture out here. Susie, thank you. I am Lynn, thank you. Thank y'all. Great to see everybody. Great to see everybody. We are in the city of Foshan. It's our first day here. I gotta see which way did I go. Yeah, make a left right here. Wait for the light to turn green. Thank you so much, Colleen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, finally y'all catch me. I don't think it's the algorithm's problems, man. I think most of y'all are getting notifications. I just think there's a lot going on TikTok. It is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful southern city. It's a city of Foshan. One of our viewers, his name is Plant Guru. You probably see him around a few times. He always on our live stream. He lives in the city of Foshan. So I'm going to meet up with him tomorrow evening. We're going to get a nice dinner and see if he wants to join our live stream again. Thank you, HB. He joined our live stream last time in the month of July when we were here, when we were in the city of Guangzhou. This was back with Harry, my assistant. He waited for us outside the mall, outside this temple. Well, I'm gonna have dinner with him tomorrow. He's been supporting the channel for a long time. So thank you, Ash. You guys are not getting notifications. Please make sure y'all follow the channel. Turn on the notifications by clicking on the bell in my homepage, and then join the Discord group, because Discord will always give you a notification. This is downtown Foshan, y'all. Not much of a skyline. Thank you, Sophia. Not much of a... What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Jonathan? Check my directions. Yep. Go straight. You got notifications? Good. Subscribe, yes. Follow the channel. Share this live stream. There's a lot of scooters in this city. And you notice the big contrast here. As soon as we get to a bigger city in Guangdong, what do you notice? Gasoline-powered motorcycles are outlawed. You can only drive electric. You see that? So no more noise, no more the smell of gasoline on the sidewalks. You can only use electric bicycles, electric scooters out here in this city, where some of the smaller cities that we went to the last week, we went to Zhanjiang, and we just came from Jiangmen. You notice how in the streets there were so many gasoline-powered motorcycles? Not the case here. The bigger the city, the tighter the environmental regulations. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Alien. The bigger the... Oh, it is Alien. The bigger the city, the tighter the environmental regulations. What up, Wayne? What is up, everybody? Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Nacho. Thank you, Mo. Nacho, thank you for sharing the live stream. Everybody, thank y'all for sharing. Please continue to share this live stream. We got to combat the algorithm. Thank you, nobody of note. Let's keep it moving. And man, truth be told, man, my first impression of the city during the day, that this is pretty old, man. This is a pretty old city. Like, we are in downtown. This is supposed to be prime real estate, and this is a very, very vintage vibe. Look at that. We got a pair of red underwear hanging from the window over there. But this is a very, very old city. I was expecting a little bit of a skyline, like a few skyscrapers, you know. But this is actually this city is a lot more vintage than I thought. The city of Foshan, there's a little pair of red underwear hanging out the window. Y'all see that? Gotta love it. Thank you, Victoria. Let's keep it moving. All right. Should be arriving at the temple now. All right, the place that we're going to is called Ancestral Temple. Historically speaking, thank you, Lena, this place has always been hit by a lot of floods. Okay, so hear that again. This place has been hit by a lot of flooding historically. So the people here in Foshan historically have worshipped a god that controls the flood waters. Okay? I believe it's called the Northern God. I was reading about it before the live stream started. I was laying in bed. Thank you, Michael, and reading about the history of this place. They have some very, very interesting and unique cultures and different belief systems compared to northern China. For example, if we were in Shanxi, my daddy's home province, they have the opposite problem. They have too many droughts. They lack water. So a lot of the prayers and worships that they do in Shanxi province is to pray for rain. They want more rain. Here in the city of Foshan, here in the deep south in China, they have a lot of rain and they have a lot of water, sometimes too much of it. So they ask the gods to give them a reprieve from the flooding. Okay, now this place that we're going into is more like a temple that, how do I explain this? It's like a temple that worships different things that the people here believe in. Like, what am I talking about? Like the Ip Man. His memorial is actually inside these compounds, as well as the gods that they believe in. Thank you, J-Dub. I don't believe this is a Buddhist temple. I could be wrong. It should be Taoist. Let's go in and see what it is. It should not be a Buddhist temple. We're gonna make a right here and we've arrived. OG, what up, OG? What up, OG? Thank you, Cruz. Great to see you. Hey, look, it's like, you know what's the thing? Even though the algorithm is kind of messing with us, I'm still seeing the familiar faces. I still see the familiar faces every single day. So it seems like people who follow the channel, who have your notifications turned on, it seems like you guys are able to get notified and you guys are able to come across my live stream. You know what I mean? So maybe I shouldn't trip out. Maybe I shouldn't worry about it too much. It seems like everybody gets here anyway. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Greg. You got notification? All right. Thank you, Quan. What is up, Olga? All right, we'll go. Let's go into the temple now. We have our tickets. Let's keep it moving. All right, one more thing before we go in there. It's also very highly unusual for such a large Chinese city in Guangdong to have these rental scooters. Thank you, W Blower. Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Tar Heel Babe. It's very, very unusual because most large cities, Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Guangzhou, they do not allow these rentals. At least I haven't seen them. Well, actually starting a little bit in Shenzhen. They're starting to allow it a little bit because they're dangerous. They don't want people to get hurt going at a fast rate of speed. So usually in larger Chinese cities, they only allow you to rent a bicycle, but not one of these scooters. But somehow this city is pretty loose. This city is pretty loose with the regulations. Where am I supposed to go? Right here? Hello, Judith. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Let's go straight right. Hello, hello, hello. Hyo2. Man, Hyo2, thank you so much. Thank you, Hyo2. Thank you, B-Team. Hyo2, great to see you, sir. Thank you, Oh, Hyo2, you were here since the beginning. Let's keep moving. All right, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all something else, man. Check this out. What do you think these gentlemen lined up? Thank you, Hyo2. If you got a free sub from Hyo2, please give them a word of thank you. What do you think these gentlemen right here, standing in a line, are doing? You know what I'm saying? What do you think they're doing standing in a line? Thank you, Erica. Y'all see that? Hey, Charlie Lambert, man, you just got a free subscription from Hyo2. Look at this. Y'all see this? You see all these gentlemen in yellow uniforms? This right here are Chinese food delivery drivers. Okay? This is an organized committee. Look at how organized it is. Their leader over there is right there. She's giving them a speech about how to work hard, how to get good customer service.
Fairness above all.
Hugs over here on the vault. Look at this over here. Thank you, Hugs. Pugs, the second time I've ever gotten that. It's Kenneth and you. Thank you so much, Pugs. Thank you, Pugs. So, Pugs, I'm not sure if you got a notification or you were just scrolling and you saw me, but I think something is happening with the algorithm lately, okay, where we're not getting pushed out as much. Maybe traffic is down on TikTok in general, but I'm glad you guys could find me. Okay, I'm glad you guys could find me. Thank y'all. I'm just concerned, like, the OG viewers can't find me, but it seems like you guys are all able to find me. So that's good. I appreciate it. You receive notification? All right. Anyway, but let me finish my point. This is the first time I've ever shown you guys this on live stream. Every single morning before they go to work. Oh, Pugs, you look for me. I appreciate that, Pugs. Thank you, Shelby and Alien. You were on the For You page tonight. Good. What up, JP? Every single morning before they go to work, they get a pep talk from their group leader. Every single morning. Thank you, Shelby and Wayne, man. Much love to all y'all. I'm not going to get in between them. I'm going to go behind them. Okay, also, I'm going to tell y'all something crazy, man. This is going to be crazy. Check this out. When you are here, I see this right here. Over 40 to 50% of the folks that do this job out here in China as food delivery drivers have college degrees. The gig economy out here in China now employs almost 100 million people, if not more. We're talking about Uber drivers, Didi drivers, food delivery drivers, package delivery couriers. Any type of gig economy out here in China, it's attracting a lot of workers, attracting a lot of people to work out here, especially as unemployment in a lot of urban white-collar jobs is rising. A lot of people that used to sit in an office every single day working a desk job are now choosing to become delivery drivers full-time. Okay? So let's keep it moving, everybody. We're gonna make a right here and we'll go into the temple. Let's keep it moving. And this is one of the toughest jobs in the world, in my opinion. Extremely difficult job. Thank you, OG. Every single day, regardless of rain or sunshine, they gotta come out here. If it's raining, if it's hot, every single day they gotta be out here working. The pay is actually very good. I see the temple already, it's right there. So we'll go in. The pay is very good, but it's tough work. It is tough work. They make about if you are very good at your job, you can make about $1,500 to $2,000 a month, which is very high for an urban city dweller out here, and it doesn't require a degree. But usually you make about $900 to $1,000 a month doing this job. So it is a very grueling job, a very tough job. All right, let's go into the temple now. Man, thank you, Pugs. Hey, Pugs, you weren't here for that yesterday. Thank you, Pugs. Got y'all the tea. The tea it's gonna be fantastic. You will love it. You will love this freaking tea. You guys will love this freaking tea. The tea is gonna be fantastic. Okay, thank you, Misty. And look at this. This is what downtown Foshan looks like. Man, not spoiled, but we gotta. Oh hell no! Nah, get away from me. Thank you, Lakin, for moderating. We're gonna wait for this truck to go by first. Hell no! Nah, get away from me. Mochi, what's up, Mochi? Hell no, get away from me. Oh hell no, I'm gonna hide in the store real quick. Man. Don't be spraying water on me. Hide in the store real quick. 哎，你好，我在躲这个车呢。I'm just hiding from them. I don't need to buy no shoes, man.
不是，我以为是什么？对啊，你怎么在大龙猫啊？
You know what? From the side of my eye, I just saw him look at my shoe. And he shook his head a little bit. That made me feel kind of self-conscious. I'm serious, man. He just looked at my shoe and he just shook his head a little bit. What the hell? I'm acting like I can't afford to buy something in here, man. Come on, man. No, I'm not buying anything. We're gonna walk into the temple. Let's go into the temple. Let's go right now. Thank you, JK. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Toy Man. Thank you, JK. Let's keep it moving. Pugs, thank you so much, Pugs. Anyway, about that tea. Thank you, German girl. Let me say something to you guys about that tea yesterday, man. Because that was a big-ass piece of tea. Only use the full thing if you have like 20 people at your house. If you're just drinking it by yourself, or you're drinking with a friend, 2 or 3 people at a time, just break off a little piece. It is way too much tea to be using in one sitting. All right, break off a little piece. It is very strong, very strong tea. And also, and a lot of y'all probably don't know this, when you guys are making tea back home in America, throw away the first brew. So when you're making green tea, when you're making red tea, what I always do is I put some hot water in the tea, let it sit for like 10 seconds, and you throw away the first brew, that first 10 seconds, and then you start from the second one. Thank you, James. All right, we here. Finally arrived. I have my ticket ready. Let's go in. Never been here before. should be a Taoist temple. It should be a Taoist temple. Oh, the sun is actually coming out. All right, should be a Taoist temple. Let's see what we're gonna have in here. Pretty popular tourist place. Ooh. You gotta do a bag check. Pretty popular tourist place. With the locals out here in the city of Foshan. Yeah, to awaken the tea leaves. Exactly, Olga. And another reason is like, you know how like sometimes when you open a bottle of wine, you gotta do this thing called where like you gotta awaken the wine. Same concept with the tea. And the thing is, if you wanna leave it in your house and just store it, the older you store it, the better it is. The more vintage it is, the better it is. And some of you guys added that female, that lady boss yesterday. She actually WeChatted me yesterday asking who is this person that just added me on WeChat. I said it's probably somebody who watched me on TikTok and decided to add you. We're bringing them business. Let's get our ticket checked.
往前验票啦，打开票码哈，龙井1等1。
谢谢。All right, we are in, y'all. We are in here. Very much. All right, we are inside the temple. Yeah, you see that? So the Ip Man Memorial is here. And it was first built during the Song Dynasty, so about 1,000 years ago, about 950 years ago. And it was for admiring Confucius. All right, so this is not as religious as I thought. This is more like of a it's Confucius. See, I was right. I know my stuff, y'all. This is why I'm able to do this on TikTok, y'all. I know my stuff. I promise you, I didn't Google this beforehand. Look, Taoism, culture. I know my stuff, everybody. This is how I'm able to make history videos. This is indeed a Taoist. This is a Taoist temple right here. Well, it's spelled with a T out here, but it is a Taoist temple here. So it is not a Buddhist temple. This is a Taoist temple. So when we start to see the figures inside, a lot of them are going to look very human. Taoist temples are going to look a little bit more Chinese, especially the figures inside are going to look a lot more Chinese. Okay, it's not a big temple. We have somewhere else we need to go after that. But this is the beginning of our city walk. We are here. Let's explore. This shouldn't take more than 20-25 minutes, and then we'll keep exploring. Let's keep moving. All right, one of the biggest differences between these historical sites here in southern China and what you see in northern China. Thank you, OG and Greg. Thank y'all. One of the biggest differences that you see here is that a lot of these things are not original. Meaning, in northern China, you still have very good examples of fully preserved ancient buildings from the Qing dynasty, from the Ming dynasty, and sometimes even earlier in the Tang and Song dynasties. Even though this temple here was built in the Song dynasty, I can guarantee you there's nothing left from the Song dynasty. Everything is gone. We just hit our sub wave success. So thank you for everybody who subscribed and folks like Hyochu and German Girl who sent the subs. Thank you very much. When we were in Beijing and we were in Shanxi, thank you, Suki. You guys remember the 9 dragon screen that we saw? Okay, thank you, Pugs. Pugs, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pugs. Thank y'all. And also, this is for all my moderators and people who've been so kind to me on this platform. Christmas is going to be in like a month and a half. Okay, I got something for y'all. Thank you, OG. Thank you, Olga. I got something for y'all for Christmas coming up. Thank you, Toy Man. Thank you, OG. Thank you, Tehran. So, thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Pugs. Thank you, everybody. I got something for y'all. Each one of my moderators, I got something for y'all this Christmas. Thank y'all. Let's keep moving. Thank you, No Pros. So this is also newer. It is very beautiful. Okay, but this is newer. This is probably only 20, 30 years old. Very beautiful to look at. Thank you, Wayne and Yawanko and Aileen. Thank you. Let's keep it moving. And usually they have performances here. Thank you, Yawanko. No. I got something nice for y'all coming up. I don't want to give it away. I have a tendency to give away the clue beforehand, but I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. I got something for y'all for Christmas. Let's keep it moving, especially my moderators, man, who've been working so hard to keep this channel clean, to keep the chats flowing, to keep the spammers out. I got something for y'all. Okay, this looks old. This is probably from the Qing Dynasty. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, J.O.Rel. Let's keep moving. What up, J.O.Rel? What up, man? Thank you, Joy. Thank you, OG. Red walls, just like Beijing, but because we are in the deep south in China, look at the architectural differences compared to what we saw in Beijing. Because the signal is pretty good, so I'm gonna swap on and off from dual cam. Hopefully the signal stays good. You see that? You don't really see this in Beijing, right? When you're in Beijing and you are looking at the corners of the buildings, you usually see 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 7 to 8 auspicious animals sticking out. You don't really see that here, right? This is all hand carved. This is all hand done. And you don't see these. You just don't see these out in Beijing. You don't see these in the north. You know, this is deep southern Chinese culture. In the deep south. Yeah, let's keep tapping on your screen. Thank you, Kong. Let's keep it moving. Let's go inside the temple. Man. Alright, I'm gonna have to take my hat off for this one, man, because this right here is the Zulang right here. So this is the main complex. And I mean, this, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know this looks different. Remember when we were in Guangzhou in early July and we went to this place called the Chen Family Temple, the Chen Family Ancestral Home? And you remember when I was standing at the front and we saw the roof. Okay, y'all see that? And by the way, moderators, I ask one thing, please. If you see like a certain comment from a viewer that I should be seeing, like you guys always do, would you please pin it? Because when I'm streaming, I don't get to see all the comments from everybody. If it's like a very important comment, would you guys please pin it so I don't miss it? Don't worry, OG, we'll go back there. Now check this out right here. So you can see here in the deep south, once again, in deep southern Chinese culture, this is all hand done, and it's usually a lot of human beings, a lot of fairies. This is, once again, in accordance with Taoist culture over here. If this was in Beijing, and this was at the Forbidden City, on the corner of these roofs over here, you would have a number of auspicious animals, like lions, like the Pichu. And remember what we said in Beijing, right? Remember what we said in Beijing. The more of these that you see in the corner of a building in the Forbidden City, the more important the building is. Okay, so for example, where the emperor slept, thank you, Tony Allen, where the emperor slept every night, that building is gonna have like 8 auspicious animals hanging from it, okay? Where the empress sleeps every night, that one's gonna have like 6. And then where, for example, my non-important ass, the building that I sleep in, that one's gonna have no auspicious animals, okay? That one's gonna be called the basement. Okay, but look at all the carving out here. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, Tony, Alan. If you guys remember when we were in Beijing, just look at the craftsmanship. This is the roof. Now see this right here. This is the roof right here. Thank you, Althea and Susie. And I'm talking every inch is hand carved. Thank you, Shelby. This is fucking beautiful. Thank you, Sue. And we got 2,000 shares already. Thank you, Shelby. please continue to tap on your screen. Let's show TikTok that even though the algorithm isn't being very, very nice to us, we could still get to 200, 300, 400,000 shares. Please share this live stream. Now, this is, you guys have, I gotta take off my hat now before we go in here. But before we go in, you guys have to understand. I cannot impress this on you enough. Southern Chinese folks are expert, especially Cantonese area. They are experts when it comes to stone carvings and wood carvings. Thank you, Wayne and Shelby. These folks are incredible craftsmen when it comes to carving. Thank you, Shelby. That's solid stone. This is not ivory. This is not wood. This is freaking solid stone. Look at this. This is solid stone that has been carved. Look at this. Thank you, Shelby and Tony. Look at the details on this. Oh my God. So you don't see this in Beijing, I'll tell you that. Thank you, Tony. This is incredible. Literally incredible. Look at this. Freaking incredible. Now, another thing that the Cantonese folks here in the Deep South are very good at is wood carving. All right, when we go to Chaoshan, when we go to the city of Chaozhou, you're going to see even more extreme examples of this everywhere in their ancient ancestral homes. And it's going to be bigger than this, and it's going to be harder. Because you see here, what you see here with these buildings, this is actually pretty easy to make. Not easy to make, but it's easier to make. Why? Because it's one shape. Thank you, CC and Wayne. What do I mean by that? It's like, if you look at the shape over here, it's just a rectangle, and then you make continuous carvings, and then you paint it in a gold color. This is not actual gold. It's a gold paint, a gold color. Thank you, Martha. Now, when we go to Chaoshan to stream from the ancient buildings in Chaoshan, it's much more difficult because those are like 3D printers. Those have like dangling shapes from the ceiling. Those are much harder to work with. This is more like a, you see, and this is also, by the way, telling a story. This is more like, I would say this is a little bit more, I would say a little bit more entry level, but still nonetheless beautiful. Thank you, D. Freaking absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Gorgeous. All right, before I bring my face back, we're gonna go into the temple. And there's a lot of words that I cannot read on here. I know that word, the third word says 词. I don't know what the second word says, ying. I don't know what, a lot of these words I can't read, man, because here in Canton, in the Cantonese area, thank you, Cheryl Curtis, these are, oh, that's long, that's dragon right up there. So a lot of these words I can't even read. Dongtian. I have no idea what this means. All right, let me bring my face back. Let's go inside. JK, thank you for sharing. Let's go inside. Let's go back inside. Well, let's go inside. I'm taking off my hat. So look at the level of craftsmanship on this. Wow. This is, I only got a 5th grade education out here in China before I immigrated to America, but I do recognize my last name. You know what I'm saying? I only got a 5th grade education in China before we moved to Ohio, but I do recognize my last name. That's my last name right here. That's Kang, K-A-N-G, and that's Xi. That's the Kangxi Emperor, which means this freaking plaque was made about 200 years ago from the reign of the Kangxi Emperor in the Qing Dynasty. This is incredible. It's a 200-year-old plaque. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Now we're officially in the temple. Look at this, just... First of all, before we even go up here, just look at the details everywhere. Like, everything is hand carved. None of this is 3D printed. Thank you, Tony. Everything is hand carved. Is the signal still good? We got a bit of a roof covering our head. Is the signal still good? You guys can still hear me? Hear me? and see me. Everything's sharp. All carved from solid ceramic. Thank you, Michelle. Look at this. Solid ceramic everywhere. Oh my God. Look at this. Yes, Annie. Thank you so much, Annie, for moderating. This is freaking incredible. This is freaking incredible, man. This is something else. I didn't think I had this over here, man. I thought it was gonna be a chill temple. Look at this. So this is from 1899. This is from the reign of the Guangxu Emperor. What you see right here is from 1899. I would estimate it's probably 10 feet across. Maybe about 9 feet across. 9 feet across, I would say. And this is hand carved. The material that they use here is wood. This is all lacquered wood. And when we go to Macau this weekend, when we're in Macau this weekend, you guys are going to see one of the, you guys are going to see again when we walk into the lobby of the Lisboa Hotel, the personal collection of Dr. Stanley Ho, the gentleman who owned the Lisboa Casino. He has something that looks just like this, except his is made out of solid gold. This right here, look, it's carved from teak wood. Oh, this. Oh. I see what's going on right here. This is a tablet that depicts the assassination of the Qing Emperor, Qin Shi Huang. Okay, so there he is right here. This is a story from about 2,200 years ago. That's him right there. This is the person who tried to assassinate him, who hid a dagger inside a map that he pretended to show the Qin Shi Huang Emperor. This is a very famous Chinese story. Every Chinese person, regardless of whether or not you went to school, every Chinese person knows this story, the assassination attempt on Qin Shi Huang. Okay, so he hides a dagger inside the map, and then he tries to assassinate the first emperor, and he fails. But what this entire scene right here depicts is the assassination attempt. Freaking beautiful. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Not only do we want to visit the lion art, I want to show you guys a very traditional lion dance out here in the city of Foshan. You know, I'm gonna look into that because I know that's very popular, very famous here. Check this out. You see how the Taoism culture is a little bit different from the Buddhist culture, right? You see the men here all dressed in traditional Chinese garment. Thank you, Tony Allen. Right? If you guys have seen the number of, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll see that we've been to a lot of Buddhist temples here in China. Right? Buddhist temples don't look like this. The things that they show you there are different. Thank you, Tony, for the GGs. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tony. The security guard got the nicest job in the world. Dude getting paid to play on his phone. Look at this. Man. These security guards just chill all day. Look at this. Man. Beautiful. It's really beautiful. Is our signal still good, everybody? Signal still okay? Still have a good signal? Yeah, I can't remember the last time I streamed a large Taoist temple like this. It's been a minute. Usually the temples that we go to in China are all Buddhist. Let's keep it moving. Look at this, all hand carved. Look at this, gorgeous. Let's keep it moving, everybody. A lot of security guards here. I don't know what they're protecting. A lot of security guards out here. Let's keep it moving. Look at this. Thank you, Xander and Sunsets, Xandria. Yeah, and it is being protected by glass, that's right. All right, I'm gonna have to take off my shades for this one. This is how you know we're in a Buddhist temple. I'm sorry, a Taoist temple. That does not look like a Buddha to you, right? That is a Taoist god, right? This is a Taoist god. I believe this is the northern god. You see, there are people who do pray to it, but not nearly as many. Not nearly as many. You also don't see a mat on the ground for people to kneel in front of. Beautiful. So she just decided to kneel on the ground. Beautiful. I am Christian, but like I said, I am respectful of all religions. This statue, y'all, this statue is 600 years old. This statue was built in the Ming Dynasty in 1450. 600-year-old statue that y'all see right here from the Ming Dynasty. I think it's pretty obvious it's been repainted. There's no way that a 600-year-old statue is going to look this new. Look at this. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Look at this. This is also from the Ming Dynasty in 1450. No, it's not a Buddha. This is a Taoist god. This is called the Zhenwen. This is called the Zhenwu god. Look, I'll tell you this. You know, I'm not a big expert on Taoism, so I'm not going to embarrass myself by saying something that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know that Taoism and Buddhism have a lot in common. They preach being kind to others. They preach being good, not committing any sins. There's a lot of there's a lot of similarities between these two religions. This is why usually when you're in a Taoist temple, thank you, Jolie. Thank you, Jolie. Great to see you, Jolie. This is why when you're in the Taoist temple, usually a lot of times you'll see some Buddhist elements as well. It's not unusual to see a Buddhist and a Taoist temple together at the same time. There's really no conflict of interest between these two religions. Very, very similar core principles, which is about being a good person, being generous, being kind. Don't drink too much. You know, thank you, Richard. A lot of the same lessons. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Who was that? Thank you, Richard. Fearsomeness is this. Do unto others as you would like to done unto you. That's right. table is from the Qing Dynasty, 300 years old. 1729. Yo, I take it back, man. There's actually some nice things here. I thought most things here were gonna be like replicas because we're in the deep south, man. I take this back. There's actually a lot of cool stuff in here that are very, very real, that are very historical. I take this back. Man. There's actually a lot of real relics that they have out here. I can see why they charge admission to get in here, man. Like, even these weapons are real. These are real weapons from the Qing Dynasty. I thought these are all replicas. These are real. Amazing. Yes, hit that follow button. Share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Let's go and get out of here. We got a lot more to see. Let's get out of here. Put my hat back on. See the weapons close up. Peony. Cue the obvious. Hey, the obvious. I appreciate the Cash App, man. I woke up to it. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Let's get out of here. Alicia, I think there's a lot of security guards here. Now I understand the reason why, because a lot of these are real relics. These are like real antiques. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are real. There's real things that need to be protected here. So I now understand why there's so many security guards here. You know, there's a lot of vintage things here that need protecting. This is definitely original as well. See this? Look at this. This is from 1899 right here. This is from the Guangxu Emperor's reign during the Qing Dynasty from 1899. 125 years old. This right here. Now, by the way, do you know that historically in Chinese history, what do you guys think this thing is used for? What do you guys think this thing is used for historically in Chinese history? Anybody have an answer? What do you guys think people use this for? Thank you, Ginger Frost. Like, usually emperors have these. What do you guys think they use it for? Incense burner, that's a good answer, but there's a better answer. A light, heater. This is a tough question. Most of you guys are not gonna get this. Make tea for a lot of people, burning, make fire, a signal, a heat oven, heat, let me see y'all's comments, heat. I just dude said a bong, man. Hell no, it's not a bong, man. Come on, man, chill. Offerings. All right, this is a place, this is an instrument a lot of traditional Chinese emperors and potionists try to use to distill the elixir of life. Okay, so this is one of those places where they put a lot of ingredients inside and they try to distill a pill according to Taoism. So that's what the Taoist priests really like to make, like these elixirs of life, so to speak. Okay, they think, you know, I'm gonna put all these ingredients, all these medications, all these little ingredients in here, okay, and then we're gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these were used historically to basically distill medicine. Okay, and then there's a ceremonial value later on, you know, then they burn incense, but a lot of these were used to distill medicine. Okay, and the distillation of these pills, of these medicine, is associated with the Taoist religion. They really care about that. A lot of them would wear these hats on their head, and they would be like Professor Snape from Harry Potter, man. They'd be distilling potions. They'd be trying to make it into a pill, and then the emperor can take it and live forever. Well, in most of the cases, the emperor just ate it and got poisoned and died prematurely. So not only did it not work, it worked to the opposite effect. Thank you, Emily Wood. There's a lot more people now. And when you guys saw the story of Jin Ke trying to assassinate Qin Shi Huang, right? Qin Shi Huang died in his 40s. He didn't even make it to age 50. Why? The popular reason today is that he died from mercury poisoning. Because he drank so much mercury, he was trying to live forever. And one of his potion masters 2,200 years ago said to him, if you drink mercury, you could live forever. mercury is highly poisonous. We're not gonna know if that story is real or not until we open his tomb. And I can already tell you guys this, for everybody who's watching right now, that ain't gonna happen in our lifetime. We are not gonna open Qin Shi Huang's tomb in our lifetime. Don't even think about it. I'm 34 years old. I don't think we're ever gonna go see the inside of his tomb. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. So we'll never know if the story is true or not. Okay? Thank you, Peachy Rose. Thank you, Peachy. Let's keep it moving. People here, man. Man, this was a very quiet morning. All of a sudden, all the tour groups are out here. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you, Suzanne. These are all tourists. And you can see most of these folks are retired senior citizens on Social Security. So they got all the time in the world. They chilling. You know, hey, you know what the retired senior citizens are called here in China? You know what's the affectionate nickname the people give them, especially the females, the retired women in China? You know what they call them? They call them "dama," big mama. I'm serious. Da is our word of the day, by the way. D-A, da. That means big. Their nicknames in China is Big Mama. Thank you, I am well. It's Dama. Okay, Big Mama. I'm serious. That's their nickname out here in China. It means that you collecting Social Security. You don't have to work. Okay, you just chilling every day. You go on vacation. You travel everywhere. Dama. Big Mama. That's their nickname out here. Dama. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. And now that I think about it, I guess my mother is one of them too. My mother doesn't work either. She retired too. Thank you, Dorito. Thank you, Dorito. Let's keep it moving. I guess my mother's one of them too. Let's keep it moving. Oof. Man, look at these places, y'all. They call me Big Papa. I got a nickname too, man. What's it? The ladies call me the ladies, they call me something too. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is though.
这个是个道教，
Ah, yes. Dorito, you got it. Dorito, how did you know? You got it. Dorito. Woo. Come on, Dorito. I'm in a religious place, Dorito. Woo. You got me feeling some type of way. You got me feeling some type of way. You know? Yeah, I see you, Dorito. Okay, I ain't the smartest guy in the world, man, but this looks like it's coated in a gold. I don't think this is gold color, man. This might be coated in actual gold. Okay, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. They call me Santa. Thank you, CC. Look at how shiny this is. This might be real gold paint on these statues over here. Thank you, Jim, for subscribing. Thank you. This is freaking beautiful indeed. I agree. Look at this. Thank you, CC. Y'all, I have to touch this for some good luck. It doesn't say don't touch. I gotta touch this for some good luck, man. Look at this. That's why they are guards. I know. You don't want somebody to use a knife and scrape off some of this gold right here. What's up, Charlie? I see you. I see you, Charlie. It's absolutely exquisite. This is also this is hand carved by a grand master. A It says that's his name right here. By a 5th generation grandmaster. This is all hand carved. And this is modern, by the way. It's incredible. You guys are seeing Lingnan culture up close and personal, man. This is freaking beautiful. This place has exceeded my expectations, I must say. Beautiful. Let's get out of here. Hey, for everybody who's watching right now, how did you come across this live stream today? Were you scrolling? Did you come here because of an invite from like a JK or Spandexy or a Terry? How'd you guys find the live stream today? Because I think something is wrong with the algorithm. Was it because of Discord? Did you get a notification? You got a notification? Did anybody come here because of scrolling? Blue Jam, you've been following. I appreciate that, Ken. Following, invite, Blue Jamby, notification. See, the fact that very few people came here via notification, very few people came here via what's it called, scrolling. It means something is up. Something is up with this algorithm, y'all. Come on, man. FYP, got a notification. Okay. Right, that's what I'm saying, Mark. It's okay though, it's okay. We'll keep doing what we do. Algorithm goes up and down. Thank you, Timo. It's a gorgeous day. You got a notification? Good. Yeah, Blue Jamby, maybe I should. Problem is, if I turn on my old SIM card, I know our signal is going to be much rougher. So what would you guys rather have? Lag or more people watching? No lag, fewer people watching. What would you guys rather have? See, I'm not really too concerned with reach, because as long as the regular viewers can find me, I'm okay. And no lag, right? So you guys like a no lag experience, right? It's good. It's good. Let's keep moving. No lag, right? So nobody want lag. I'll tell you what, tonight I will turn on the other SIM tonight, my evening time, your morning time. We'll see what happens. So we'll do a little experiment. Okay? So we'll keep it moving. All right, hold on one second. Let me do something real quick. It's gonna lag real quick. Okay? Stay with me. Okay? You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna turn on the other SIM card, but I feel like, man, it's unnecessary. All right, we gotta go to the Ip Man. I was gonna turn on the other SIM, but I feel like unnecessary. We have a good signal. Let's keep the comments flowing. Let's keep moving. Oh, there go Ip Man right here. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. Ip Man is the teacher of Bruce Lee. Did you guys know that? Bruce Lee was Ip Man's student. Did you guys know that? Look at this. No, you guys know who that is. I know who you know. I know who you know. I know you know who that is. All these old Hong Kong movies. Rest in peace. Used to watch him all the time when I was growing up. Thank you, JC. It's Donnie Yen. That's the gentleman who played Ip Man. See that? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. All right. We got about 550 people online. What if we do a little experiment? I end the live stream right now, and I come back in 1 minute. I turn on the different SIM card, and we see what happens. The change might not take place right away, but we could do like a little test, because sometimes it might not be on the exact same live stream that it happens. What do you guys think? We'll do like a little test. Yeah, everybody good with it? We'll do a little test. Pugs, you okay with that? My moderators, OG, everybody okay with that? Let's do like a little test. All right, let me do it real quick. And you guys can see how this, because look, let me say this one last thing before I go. Since we started streaming today, we haven't had a single lag, right? Signal has been good everywhere we go, inside, outside, signal has been great, right? So if we come back and we see that we're lagging, then you know the new SIM card isn't as good, right? So we'll come back in like 1 minute. We'll come back in 1 minute. I'm gonna turn on the new SIM and we'll see what happens. Okay? Probably be the same amount of viewers, but it might reflect in the upcoming live streams. Okay? So I'm gonna change the SIM real quick. Be back in 1 minute. I'll be back in 1 minute. In 1 minute.